Welcome back, in part 4 of Twitter/X. Anyways, let's continue this topic.
A word, phrase, or topic that is mentioned at a greater rate than others is said to be a trending topic.
A topic can trend because of an event that naturally prompts tweets or through concerted effort by users.
These topics help Twitter and its users understand world events and the public's opinion on them.
The Twitter web interface displays a list of trending topics on the sidebar on the home page, along with sponsored content.
Trending topics are sometimes the result of concerted efforts and manipulations by fans of certain celebrities or cultural phenomena, particularly musicians like Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Rihanna and One Direction, and novel series Twilight and Harry Potter.
Twitter has altered the trend algorithm in the past to prevent manipulation of this type, with limited success.
Twitter also censors trending hashtags that are claimed to be abusive or offensive.
Twitter censored the hashtag That's African and hashtag Things Darkies Say hashtags after users complained that they found the hashtags offensive.
In late 2009, the Twitter Lists feature was added, making it possible for users to follow a curated list of accounts all at once, rather than following individual users.
Currently, lists can be set to either public or private.
Public lists may be recommended to users via the general lists interface and appear in search results.
If a user follows a public list, it will appear in the View Lists section of their profile so that other users may quickly find it and follow it as well.
Private lists can only be followed if the creator shares a specific link to their list.
Lists add a separate tab to the Twitter interface with a title of a list, such as News or Economics.
In October 2015, Twitter introduced Moments, a feature that allows users to curate tweets from other users into a larger collection.
Twitter initially intended the feature to be used by its in-house editorial team and other partners. They populated a dedicated tab in Twitter's apps, chronicling news headlines, sporting events, and other content.
In September 2016, creation of Moments became available to all Twitter users. On October 21, 2021, report based on a long-running, massive-scale randomized experiment that analyzed millions of tweets sent between 1 April and 15 August 2020. It found that Twitter's machine learning recommendation algorithm amplified right-leaning politics on personalized user home timelines.
The report compared 7 countries with active Twitter users where data was available: Germany, Canada, the United Kingdom, Japan, France, and Spain, and examined tweets from major political groups and politicians.
Researchers used the 2019 Chapel Hill expert survey, CHEES data, to position parties on political ideology within each country.
The machine learning algorithms introduced by Twitter in 2016 personalized 99% of user feeds by displaying tweets. Even older tweets and retweets from accounts the user had not directly followed that the algorithm had deemed relevant to the user's past preferences.
Twitter randomly chose 1% of users whose home timelines displayed content in reverse chronological order from users they directly followed. Twitter had mobile apps for iPhone, iPad, and Android.
In April 2017, Twitter introduced Twitter Lite, a progressive web app designed for regions with unreliable and slow internet connections. with a size of less than 1 megabyte, designed for devices with limited storage capacity.
On June 3, 2021, Twitter announced a paid subscription service called Twitter Blue.
Following Twitter's rebranding to X, the subscription service was initially renamed to X Blue or simply Blue, and on August 5, 2023, was rebranded as X Premium or simply Premium.
The subscription provides additional premium features to the service.
In November 2023, a Premium Plus subscription was launched with a higher monthly fee, giving benefits such as the omission of adverts on For You and following feeds.
A word, phrase, or topic that is mentioned at a greater rate than others is said to be a trending topic.
Trending topics become popular either through concerted effort by users or because of an event that prompts people to talk about a specific topic.
These topics help Twitter and their users to understand what is happening in the world and what people's opinions are about it.
Websites that track and display trending topics, like TwitterTrend.co, provide real-time information on the most discussed topics worldwide, offering users insights into regional and global trends.
Trending topics are sometimes the result of concerted efforts and manipulations by fans of certain celebrities or cultural phenomena, particularly musicians like Lady Gaga. Known as Little Monsters, Justin Bieber, Believers, Rihanna, Renee, and One Direction, Directioners, and novel series Twilight, Twihards, and Harry Potter, Potterheads.
Twitter has altered the trend algorithm in the past to prevent manipulation of this type, with limited success.
The Twitter web interface displays a list of trending topics on a sidebar on the home page, along with sponsored content. See image. Twitter often censors trending hashtags that are claimed to be abusive or offensive.
Twitter censored the hashtag That's African and hashtag Things Darkies Say hashtags after users complained that they found the hashtags offensive.
There are allegations that Twitter removed hashtag Namo in hide from the trending list and added an Indian National Congress sponsored hashtag.
President Donald Trump protested trends, calling them unfair, disgusting, illegal, ridiculous, claiming the ones that are bad about him are blown up.
Examples of high-impact topics include the wildfires in San Diego, the earthquake in Japan, popular sporting events, and political uprisings in Iran and Egypt. In 2019, 20% of the global trends were found to be fake, created automatically using fake and compromised accounts originating from Turkey.
It is reported that 108,000 accounts were employed since 2015 to push 19,000 keywords such as advertisements and political campaigns to top trends in Turkey by bulk tweeting.
In November 2022, Musk announced plans to add account verification and the ability to upload longer audio and video to Twitter Blue.
A previous perk offering advertising free news articles from participating publishers was dropped, but Musk stated that Twitter did want to work with publishers on a similar pay-like-as perk.
Musk had pushed for a more expensive version of Twitter Blue following his takeover, arguing that it would be needed to offset a decline in advertising revenue.
Twitter states that paid verification is required to help reduce fraudulent accounts.
The verification marker was included in a premium tier of Twitter Blue, introduced on November 9, 2022, priced at US $7.99 per month.
On November 11, 2022, after the introduction of this feature led to prominent issues involving accounts using the feature to impersonate public figures and companies. Twitter Blue with verification was temporarily suspended.
After about a month, Twitter Blue was relaunched on December 12, 2022, though for those purchasing the service through the iOS App Store, the cost will be $10.99 a month as to offset the 30% revenue split that Apple takes. Twitter initially grandfathered users and entities that had gained verification due to their status as public figures, referring to them as legacy verified accounts that may or may not be notable.
On March 25, 2023, it was announced that legacy verification status would be removed. A subscription will be required to retain verified status, costing $1,000 per month for organizations which are designated with a gold verified symbol, plus an additional $50 for each affiliate.
The change was originally scheduled for April 1, 2023, but was delayed to April 20, 2023, following criticism of the changes.
Musk also announced plans for the For You timeline to prioritize verified accounts and user followers only beginning April 15, 2023. And threatened to only allow verified users to participate in polls, although the latter change has yet to occur.
Effective April 21, 2023, Twitter requires companies to participate in the Verified Organizations program to purchase advertising on the platform, although companies that spend at least $1,000 on advertising per month automatically receive membership in the program at no additional cost. From April 25, 2023, verified users are now prioritized in replies to tweets. Twitter verification is a system intended to communicate the authenticity of a Twitter account.
Since November 2022, Twitter users whose accounts are at least 90 days old and have a verified phone number receive verification upon subscribing to X Premium or verified organizations. This status persists as long as the subscription remains active.
When introduced in June 2009, the system provided the site's readers with a means to distinguish genuine notable account holders, such as celebrities and organizations, from imposters or parodies.
Until November 2022, a blue checkmark displayed against an account name indicated that Twitter had taken steps to ensure that the account was actually owned by the person or organization whom it claimed to represent.
The checkmark does not imply endorsement from Twitter and does not mean that tweets from a verified account are necessarily accurate or truthful in any way.
People with verified accounts on Twitter are often colloquially referred to as blue checks on social media and by reporters.
In November 2022, the verification program was modified heavily by new owner Elon Musk, extending verification to any account with a verified phone number and an active subscription to an eligible X Premium, formerly Twitter Blue, plan.
These changes faced criticism from users and the media, who believed that the changes would ease impersonation and allow accounts spreading misleading information to feign credibility.
In a related change, Twitter introduced additional gold and gray checkmarks used by verified organizations and government-affiliated accounts, respectively.
Twitter claims that the changes to verification are required to reduce fraudulent accounts and bots.
Twitter users who had been verified through the previous system were known as legacy verified accounts. Legacy verification was deprecated in April 2023 and stripped from accounts who do not meet the new payment requirements.
Musk later implied that he had been personally paying for the X-Premium subscriptions of several notable celebrities.
In June 2009, after being criticized by Kanye West and sued by Tony La Russa over unauthorized accounts run by impersonators, the company launched their Verified Accounts program.
Twitter stated that an account with a blue tick verification badge indicates we've been in contact with a person or entity the account is representing and verified that it is approved.
After the beta period, the company stated in their FAQ that it proactively verifies accounts on an ongoing basis to make it easier for users to find who they're looking for, and that they do not accept requests for verification from the general public.
Originally, Twitter took on the responsibility of reaching out to celebrities and other notable people to confirm their identities in order to establish a verified account.
In July 2016, Twitter announced a public application process to grant verified status to an account if it is determined to be of public interest, and that verification does not imply an endorsement.
In 2016, the company began accepting requests for verification, but it was discontinued the same year.
Twitter explained that the volume of requests for verified accounts had exceeded its ability to cope. Rather, Twitter determines on its own whom to approach about verified accounts, limiting verification to accounts which are authentic, notable, and active. In November 2020, Twitter announced a relaunch of its verification system in 2021.
According to the new policy, Twitter verifies 6 different types of accounts, for 3 of them, companies, brands, and influential individuals like activists. The existence of a Wikipedia page will be one criterion for showing that the account has off-Twitter notability.
On June 21, 2014, actor William Shatner raised an issue with several engaged editorial staff and their verification status on Twitter.
Besides the site's social media editor, John Colucci, Shatner also targeted several junior members of the staff for being nobodies. Unlike some of his actor colleagues who did not bear such distinction.
Shatner claimed Colucci and the team were bullying him when giving a text interview to Mashable.
Over a month later, Shatner continued to discuss the issue on his Tumblr page, to which Engadget replied by defending its team and discussing the controversy surrounding the social media verification.
Twitter's practice and process for verifying accounts came under scrutiny again in 2017 after the company verified the account of white supremacist and far-right political activist Jason Chesler.
Many who criticized Twitter's decision to verify Chesler's account saw this as a political act on the company's behalf.
In response, Twitter put its verification process on hold.
The company tweeted, verification was meant to authenticate identity and voice, but it is interpreted as an endorsement or an indicator of importance. We recognize that we have created this confusion and need to resolve it. We have paused all general verifications while we work and will report back soon.
As of November 2017, Twitter continued to deny verification of Julian Assange's account following his requests. In November 2019, Dalit activists of India alleged that higher caste people get Twitter verification easily and trended hashtags #cancel all blue ticks in India and #casteist Twitter.
Critics have said that the company's verification process is not transparent and causes digital marginalization of already marginalized communities.
Twitter Twitter India rejected the allegations, calling them impartial and working on a case-by-case policy. Following the acquisition of Twitter by Elon Musk on October 28, 2022, Musk told Twitter employees to introduce paid verification by November 7 through Twitter Blue.
The Verge reported that the updated Blue subscription would cost $19.99 per month, and users would lose their verification status if they did not join within 90 days.
Following backlash, Musk tweeted in response to author Stephen King a lowered $8 price on November 1, 2022.
Twitter confirmed a new price of $7.99 per month on November 5, 2022.
The new verification system began rollout on November 9, 2022, a day after the 2022 United States elections.
The decision to delay its rollout was to address concerns about users potentially spreading misinformation about voting results by posing as news outlets and lawmakers.
At the same time, Twitter introduced a secondary gray official label on some high-profile accounts, but removed them hours after launch.
Less than 48 hours later, Twitter reinstated the gray official label after multiple users were suspended for deliberately impersonating reporters and high-profile athletes like LeBron James.
A viral tweet from an account purporting to be the pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly and Company caused the company's stock to fall after announcing insulin is free now.
As a result, Twitter disabled new Blue subscriptions on November 11, 2022.
On December 12, 2022, Twitter Blue was relaunched again with some changes, including an increased price of $11 for users who sign up through iOS devices to compensate for the 30% cut imposed by Apple.
Twitter stated that only Twitter accounts older than 90 days and with a confirmed phone number are able to subscribe, and blue checkmarks are issued once Twitter reviews the account. And any changes to the profile will result in the loss of the blue checkmark until Twitter can review the account again.
The official labels were replaced with verified organizations, which are displayed with a gold checkmark and square-shaped avatars, as opposed to circular avatars for all other accounts. This program costs $1,000 per month, with verified organizations able to add verification to affiliated accounts, for an additional fee of $50 per month for each account.
Gray checkmarks were also added for government accounts on Twitter.
Accounts that had been verified through the previous system were renamed to Legacy Verified, with Musk calling the previous system corrupt and nonsensical in a tweet, and stating that blue checkmarks on those accounts would be removed in a few months.
Musk claimed that the impersonation issue was resolved by manually reviewing all applications, but the Washington Post tech columnist Jeffrey A. Fowler was able to create an impersonation account of Senator Ed Markey, which was promptly verified after subscribing to Twitter Blue and only suspended after Fowler's story was published.
On April 24, 2023, a parody account of the defunct Disney Junior channel in the United Kingdom was verified with a gold checkmark.
The account, which tweeted profanities and claimed that South Park and Family Guy would be coming to Disney Junior, became viral and was later suspended.
On March 23, 2023, Twitter announced that on April 1, 2023, it would begin winding down its legacy verification program and removing legacy verified checkmarks.
The New York Times reported that exceptions would be made for Twitter's top 500 advertisers and its 10,000 most followed organizations that had been previously verified.
BuzzFeed News reported that multiple news organizations like the New York Times, the Washington Post, and the Los Angeles Times have no plans to pay for Twitter's verified organizations service, nor would they reimburse reporters for having Twitter Blue.
Similarly, Axios reported that White House Digital Strategy Director Rob Flaherty sent an internal email to staffers saying, "There are ongoing trials for the program that we are monitoring, but we will not enroll in it."
Twitter did not immediately begin removing checkmarks on April 1, 2023.
The Washington Post reported that the removal of verification badges is a largely manual process powered by a system prone to breaking, and in the past, there was no way to reliably remove badges at a bulk scale, according to former Twitter employees.
However, on April 2, 2023, the main account for the New York Times became one of the first major media companies to lose its verified status on Twitter.
The loss of verification came after Musk replied, "Okay, we'll take it off then," to a Twitter user who tweeted that the New York Times would not pay for Twitter verification.
He criticized the newspaper for tweeting hundreds of posts every day, including drafts that were not accepted into the published editions of the paper, and inundating the daily feed of users who followed it.
Despite the deadline for Twitter Blue passing, an aside from the New York Times, many legacy verified accounts continued to retain their verified status.
Twitter also updated the language previously used to distinguish between legacy and Twitter Blue verified users, merging them into a single description, and later unfollowed all legacy verified accounts.
On April 11, 2023, Musk announced the final date for removing legacy blue checkmarks to be April 20.
Despite skepticism due to the chosen date, Twitter began removing legacy checkmarks on April 20, 2023.
Among those that lost their verified status included Cristiano Ronaldo and Diaz.
Following the removal of legacy verification, Twitter began verifying the accounts of several celebrities who had been critical of and did not purchase Twitter Blue, including Stephen King, LeBron James, Hassan Piker, and Phil.
Musk implied that he was paying for their subscriptions personally.
A day later, Twitter updated its policy for Twitter ads, requiring all advertisers to be subscribed to verified organizations, but businesses spending at least $1,000 a month in advertising would automatically receive membership in the verified organizations program at no additional cost.
On April 22, 2023, Twitter seemingly began issuing blue and gold checkmarks to accounts with at least 1 million followers, including those belonging to deceased users such as Anthony Burden, Chadwick Boseman, and Kobe Bryant.
Since the blue checkmark now indicates an active Twitter Blue subscription, several high-profile users began looking for ways to remove it, usually by briefly changing their display name. On April 25, 2023, Musk announced that posts by verified accounts would now be prioritized ahead of unverified users, but behind those of the user's own follows, in replies to tweets. On April 30, 2023, multiple legacy verified users began noticing a bug that temporarily restored the legacy blue checkmark by changing their bio. On October 17, 2023, X announced that it would trial a scheme requiring new users who register via the website in New Zealand and the Philippines to pay US $1 per year in order to use the platform.
If the user does not subscribe, they will only receive read-only access to the platform.
It was stated that this system was required to bolster our already significant efforts to reduce spam, manipulation of our platform, and bot activity. Prior back to the introduction of paid Twitter verification after the acquisition of Twitter by Elon Musk. Verified status was a highly sought-after qualification among Twitter users.
Since Twitter alone granted blue check marks, they could use them as a passive inducement for users to create more content.
Allison Byrne argued in 2017 that they introduce a new social class of Twitter users.
This can cause tension between verified and non-verified users of the site when Twitter temporarily locked out verified accounts in the aftermath of the 2020 Twitter account hijacking. Many non-verified users celebrated it.
After the blue checkmark was made available as a paid subscription in 2022, reporters noted trolls spreading conspiracy theories about COVID-19 vaccines using the checkmark to feign credibility. Several fake accounts surfaced following Twitter's move to eliminate the blue tick verification on April 20, 2023.
An account pretending to be Hillary Clinton announced her intention to run for the presidency again.
The said fake account used an identical profile photo as that of the former U.S. Senator's legitimate handle.
Moreover, a new Twitter handle in New York City claimed to be a legitimate account representing the government.
The BBC has noted that the increase in sponsored verification would heighten the spread of false information on the platform. In June 2021, the company opened applications for its premium subscription options called Super Follows.
This lets eligible accounts charge $2.99, $4.99, or $9.99 per month to subscribe to the account.
The launch only generated about $6,000 in its first 2 weeks.
In 2023, the Super Follows feature was rebranded as simply Subscriptions, allowing users to publish exclusive long-form posts and videos. For their subscribers, the pivot in marketing was reportedly intended to help compete with Substack.
In May 2021, Twitter began testing a tip jar feature on its iOS and Android clients.
The feature allows users to send monetary tips to certain accounts, providing a financial incentive for content creators on the platform.
The tip jar is optional and users can choose whether or not to enable tips for their account.
On September 23, 2021, Twitter announced that it will allow users to tip users on the social network with Bitcoin.
The feature will be available for iOS users.
Previously, users could tip with fiat currency using services such as Square's Cash App and PayPal's Venmo.
Twitter will integrate the Stripe Bitcoin Lightning Wallet service.
It was noted that at this current time, Twitter will not take a cut of any money sent through the tips feature.
On August 27, 2021, Twitter rolled out ticketed spaces, which let Twitter Spaces hosts charge between $1 and $999 for access to their rooms.
In April 2022, Twitter announced that it will partner with Stripe, Incorporated for piloting cryptocurrency payouts for limited users in the platform.
Eligible users of ticketed spaces and Super Follows will be able to receive earnings in the form of USD coin, a stable coin whose value is that of the US dollar.
Users can also hold their earnings in crypto wallets and then exchange them into other cryptocurrencies.
From 2014 to 2017, Twitter offered a buy button feature allowing tweets to embed products that could be purchased from within the service.
Users could also add their billing and shipping information directly to their accounts.
The Live Buttons platform partners at launch included Stripe, Gumroad, Music Today, and The Fancy. In July 2021, Twitter began testing a shop module for iOS users in the United States, allowing accounts associated with brands to display carousel and cards on their profile showcasing products.
Unlike the Live button, where order fulfillment was handed from within Twitter, these cards are external links to online storefronts from which the products may be purchased.
In March 2022, Twitter expanded the test to allow companies to showcase up to 50 products on their profiles. In November 2021, Twitter introduced support for shoppable live streams, in which brands can hold streaming events that similarly display banners and pages highlighting products that are featured in the presentation. We will continue about Twitter/X in part 5. To be continued for more, and stay tuned.